I'm standing in my own living room and my daughter-in-law just told me to get out, not suggested it, not hinted around. She looked me dead in the eye and said, now that she's gone, Cry, pack your things and go live on the streets. My name's Richard Pierce, I'm 65 years old, and 5 days ago we buried my wife Patricia after 42 years of marriage. I said, okay, just like that. Okay, Catherine blinked. She expected a fight. She wanted me to yell, to beg, to give her ammunition, to paint me as some crazy old man. My son Michael stood behind her with his hands in his pockets, staring at the floor like a kid waiting for permission to leave detention. Did you hear me? Catherine's voice got louder. She was wearing those black designer shoes with the red bottoms. I knew because I saw the credit card statement when I helped Patricia organize the bills, $1,200 for shoes. More than I made in a week during my 30 years in construction. I heard you, I said the funeral was that morning. March in White Plains is brutal cold. I stood at Patricia's graveside in my old coat and watched them lower her into the ground. 42 years together. 42 years of getting up at 5 a.m. to make her coffee before my shift, working double overtime to put Michael through college, standing by her bedside through 2 cancer scares, building a life with my hands. Nobody mentioned that at the service. Catherine hired some professional speaker because she said we needed someone articulate, not rambling personal stories. Guy talked for 12 minutes about Patricia's teaching career and mispronounced her name twice. Now we're back at 847 Maple Avenue, the house I built myself in 1981, and Catherine's rewriting history. This house needs to be sold, she announced. My brother Stephen was nodding from the couch like a bobblehead. He drove down from Albany, not to comfort me but to grab whatever scraps he could. Market's really good, Stephen added, like he knows real estate from watching HGTV, could get $900,000 easy. Patricia left everything to Michael, Catherine continued. She was pacing around, all business. The will's crystal clear. Since we're starting our new life, we need cash flow. I understood plenty. She'd been planning this since Michael brought her home 8 years ago. My son, who I put through college selling my dad's tools and working nights, chose her over me. Patricia warned me 6 months ago over breakfast. Richard, something happens to me. Don't trust any paperwork. Wait for Mr. Bennett. Bennett was Patricia's attorney. Catherine said he was unavailable and some junior guy handled everything instead. Where am I supposed to go? I asked. Catherine shrugged. Not really our problem. You're 65, you've got Social Security, probably savings. Michael and I have our own family to worry about. They don't have kids. Catherine's been trying for 7 years, which means monthly spa trips and refusing to see doctors because the universe provides. Michael finally looked up. Dad, maybe we can. Catherine grabbed his arm, those burgundy nails tapping like she owned him. Your father's a grown man, he'll figure it out. We've been generous letting him stay 5 whole days. 5 days generous after 42 years. Stephen stood up with this fake smile. Richard, you're resourceful. You'll land on your feet. We haven't been close since I married Patricia and he married some waitress who dumped him. Need a few hours to pack, I said. Of course, take your time. We'll be gone till 6. Michael has estate planning meetings. They left. I heard Michael's Audi beep in the driveway, $680 a month lease. I know because he borrowed $2,000 last November and never paid it back. I stood there looking around my living room, taught Michael to throw football here, danced with Patricia on our 25th anniversary because we were too beat to go out, everything I built, everything I installed. Catherine had yellow sticky notes on half the furniture. Sell, donate, trash. Patricia's wedding china was already boxed up for donation. Upstairs in our bedroom, Catherine had cleaned out Patricia's closet, gone every dress, every sweater probably dumped at Goodwill before Patricia was cold. On the bed was paperwork from Whitmore and Associates, not Bennett's firm, sticky note in Catherine's handwriting, sign here, here, and here. Voluntary property transfer to Michael J. Pierce, witnessed by Stephen Pierce. Voluntary. I sat on the bed where Patricia used to take off her teaching shoes every night. Still smelled like her white shoulders perfume. My hand went to the key in my jacket pocket. Small brass key, number 447. Patricia gave it to me in the hospital 3 weeks before her stroke. Richard, she'd said, gripping my hand tight. This opens a box at Manhattan Trust, 47th Street. Don't tell Michael, don't tell anyone. I thought she was confused from medication, but she made me repeat it back. Manhattan Trust, 47th Street. Don't tell anyone. 2 days later, she was gone. I could refuse to sign, call a lawyer, fight this. But Catherine already changed the locks. Saw the new deadbolt when we got back from the funeral. She did it while we were burying my wife. Here's the thing about being 65 and looking like a worn-out construction worker. People think you're done. They see work clothes and assume you're weak, broken, got nothing left. I signed all 3 pages, steady signature. Then I packed my old duffel bag. 2 pairs of jeans, flannel shirts, work boots I couldn't leave behind. Patricia's quilt, our wedding photo, my blood pressure pills. Left the expensive cologne Catherine said was too strong. Walked through the kitchen one last time. Coffee maker I bought with overtime from a bridge job in 2001. Catherine's sticky note, trash. Grabbed my wallet, $340 cash, credit cards, driver's license, the brass key hidden in a secret pocket with a business card. Lawrence Bennett, estate planning. Patricia slipped it in there 2 months before she died. No goodbye note, what's to say? 6 blocks to the Eastside Motel on Route 119. Guy at the desk didn't ask questions, $67 a night. Cash room, 12, second floor. Brown carpet, cigarette smell, orange bedspread. TV bolted down, window facing the parking lot. Arguing couple next door. Sat on the bed, thinking Catherine figures she won. Stephen thinks I'm pathetic. Michael thinks I'll just fade away like old guys do. They don't know about the key. Or about the text I got 2 days after Patricia died. Blocked number. Mr. Pierce, do not sign anything until we speak. L. Bennett deleted it fast, scared Catherine would see. But I remembered, called Bennett's number at 5 p.m. on my old flip phone. Bennett. Richard Pierce, Patricia's husband. Think we need to talk, Mr. Pierce. Been waiting for your call. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., very important. Don't tell anyone you're coming. Won't. Good. Bring the key. Bennett's office was 47th Street, 4th floor walk-up. Gold letters on frosted glass sky. About 55, expensive but not flashy suit, you brought it. Put the key on his desk. He nodded. Know what this opens? Box at Manhattan Trust. That's all Patricia told me. Mr. Pierce, I handled your wife's affairs for 32 years. Estate planning, investments, asset protection. Patricia was very specific about certain people not knowing her full estate. Certain people, your son and his wife. He pulled out a thick folder. Did you sign a property transfer March 14th? How'd you? Contact at Whitmore. Cut rate firm. Catherine hired them because they don't ask questions. He opened the folder. You signed away the house, free and clear. Your brother witnessed. Didn't have choice. She changed the locks. Illegal, by the way. But you're smarter than they think. What Patricia left you makes that house look like pocket change. Slid a paper across estate summary. Richard Pierce, sole beneficiary. Investment portfolio. $19.2 million offshore accounts. 600 $1 million. Real estate. 785 Park Avenue penthouse. $2.4 million. Cash reserves. $300,000. Total. $28 million. How? My voice cracked. Patricia inherited her father's manufacturing business stake in 2003. Sold quietly, invested smart, kept everything offshore. Didn't want attention. Quote, my son married a vulture. She finds out she'll bleed him dry. Why didn't she tell me tried multiple times? You always said you didn't need to see financial stuff. Trusted her to handle it, so she handled it, protected you. I remembered. Patricia trying to show me bank statements, me waving her off. Honey, you take care of that stuff. The penthouse bought 8 years ago cash. Planned to surprise you for your 40th anniversary. Then she got sick. Everything's mine, airtight trust. Catherine can't touch it. Michael can't touch it. What do I do? Up to you, my advice. Don't act fast. Don't tell anyone. Catherine will lawyer up, make noise. Let her think she won. She kicked me out of my house. You can buy 10 houses now. Went to Manhattan Trust. Cold marble, silent. Woman in gray suit took me to the vault. Box 447 was narrow. Stack of papers. USB drive, sealed envelope in Patricia's handwriting. Richard, if you're reading this, I'm gone. Sorry I didn't tell you sooner. Sorry I made you think we had less. Truth is, I was scared. Scared if Michael knew Catherine would take everything. Scared you'd think I didn't trust you. I did. Just wanted to protect you from the fight I knew was coming. Everything's yours. The penthouse, the money, all of it. I wanted us to have a place just ours. No memories of raising Michael. I wanted to take you there on our anniversary and say, this is our second act, just us. Ran out of time, don't let them bully you. Don't let Catherine take what you earned. You gave me 42 years of love. I'm giving you this. Use it however you want. Be free, love Patricia. Sat in that vault and cried for the first time since she died. Back at the motel, my phone rang. Michael, Dad, where are you? Why? Catherine wants Grandma's ring. Says it's family property. The emerald ring. My mother's engagement ring given to me when she died. Worth maybe $8,500. No, silence. What I said no? Dad, you can't just. Catherine says, don't care what Catherine says. It's mine. Why you being so difficult? We gave you time to pack. We've been fair. Fair. Almost laughed. Tell Catherine she wants the ring. She can ask me herself. Hung up. 10 minutes later, text from unknown number. 48 hours to return family property or legal action. K deleted it. Laid on that narrow bed thinking about Patricia's letter. Be free. For the first time in years, I smiled. Transferred $5 million to checking account. Banker didn't blink. Need checks, Mr. Pierce? Just debit card. 7 to 10 business days. 7 to 10 days. Spent my life waiting for paychecks, bill clearances. Patricia coming home from school. Now I got $5 million and still gotta wait for plastic. Found out Michael and Catherine rent at the Ashford building downtown. $3,400 a month, top floor. Saw the lease 2 years back when Michael wanted me to co-sign. I refused. Catherine called me selfish. Building's been for sale 6 months. Owners underwater desperate. Made offer through Bennett's Shell Company. $4.2 million all cash close in 2 weeks. They accepted in 48 hours. June 1st, I became Michael and Catherine's landlord. They didn't know. Management company handled everything. June 15th, sent eviction notice. 30 days to vacate. New ownership restructuring. Professional. Cold. Signed by property manager. Catherine called that night screaming. Did you do this? Do what? We're being evicted. Building sold. New owners restructuring. This is you. Catherine, I live in a motel. Don't own buildings. You're lying. Check the deed. Public record. She hung up, sat on that motel bed, hands shaking, not from fear, from power. 3 days later, Michael called, voice flat. Lost my job. Biggest client went bankrupt. Owed us $60,000, company's laying off. Sorry to hear that. Dad, we're in trouble. Catherine's freaking 30 days to move, no income. Can I what? Lend money just till I find something. Thought about the $2,000 last November, the $800 before that. All the times I said yes, because he's my son. No, Dad, you have Catherine, she'll figure it out. She doesn't have money, her parents cut her off. Michael, you made your choice, chose her, let her throw me out. Stood there saying nothing, silence. Then quietly, I'm sorry, I know, but sorry doesn't pay rent. Hung up, found a house in Westchester, 3 bedrooms, decent neighborhood, $520,000, made offer. $550,000 all cash, close in 3 weeks. Accepted next day. June 30th, day before eviction, called Michael. House at 429 Willow Street, Terrytown. Yours if you want it. What? How'd you? One condition. Catherine doesn't come. Dad, I can't. Then you're both homeless. Your choice. Hung up. Michael showed up at the motel July 3rd. Looked terrible. Unshaven, same wrinkled shirt for days. Dad let him in. He looked around that tiny room, sagging bed, stained carpet, and his face crumpled. You been living here 3 months? Why didn't you tell me? Tell you what, your wife threw me out. You let her. He sat on the bed, head in hands. Didn't know it'd be like this? Catherine said you had savings. You didn't think. Just did what she told you. She's pregnant. 2 months told me last week. Says if I don't fix this, she'll leave. Take the baby. See a doctor's note? She showed me the test. 2 pink lines, Michael. Home pregnancy tests can be faked. $20 online. Why would she? Because she's desperate. You lost your job. I evicted you. Walls closing in. When's the last time she let you go to doctor appointments? He was quiet. She said privacy. Her body, her choice. Who's in the room? Called Bennett. Need private investigator today. Someone verify pregnancy. Know someone. 2 hours. Investigator named Diana Ross met us at LabCorp, Yonkers, 4 p.m. Michael told Catherine they needed blood test for insurance, new apartment I was helping with. Catherine showed 20 minutes late. Yoga pants, oversized sunglasses. Didn't acknowledge me, kissed Michael's cheek. This is ridiculous. Already showed you the test. Formality, babe. For landlord. She sighed, dramatic. Fine. Let's get this over. Filled paperwork, rolled sleeve. Didn't flinch at needle. Smiled at lab tech. Made small talk about weather. Talked about baby names, nursery colors. She was good. Really good. Results in 48 hours. Got them in 24. Diana called noon, July 5th. Not pregnant. Never was. HCG level 0. Sent report to Michael's email. He called 30 minutes later crying. She lied about everything. I know. Confronted her. She said miscarriage happened yesterday. Didn't want to stress me. Michael report says she was never pregnant. Not 2 months ago. Not ever. He broke down, full sobs. Chose her over you, let her destroy you. She was lying the whole time. Didn't say I told you so. Just listen to my son fall apart. What do? Leave her. Bennett's got divorce papers ready. Community property split, clean break. I'll pay lawyer fees. Don't have anywhere to go. 429 Willow Street. House I bought yours. Move in tomorrow. Why you doing this? Thought about Patricia's letters, about second chances. Because you're still my son, because I loved you before anyone else. But Michael, this is the last time. Choose her again, lie to me again, I'm done. This is the last time. Good? Go pack. Don't tell Catherine where you're going. Catherine filed for divorce 3 days later, claimed emotional abuse, financial manipulation, alienation by controlling father-in-law. Bennett sent me the filing with note, she's flailing. This'll be fun. Her cut-rate lawyers demanded mediation, claimed hidden assets. Bennett buried them in paperwork. Michael's $340 checking balance, $23,000 credit card debt, unemployment stubs. Where's the money? They kept asking. What money? Mr. Miller lives in rental property owned by family trust. No assets. Couldn't prove otherwise because technically Michael didn't own the house. I did through LLC they couldn't trace. Catherine hired private eye. Followed Michael 2 weeks. Photographed him grocery shopping, job interviews, eating alone, nothing. Tried to subpoena my bank records. Judge denied it. I wasn't party to divorce. August 22nd, Catherine signed papers. No settlement, no alimony. Kept her leased car, half the credit card debt. Michael called from courthouse steps. It's over. Good, come home. Making dinner, spaghetti, store-bought sauce. Never been great cook. Patricia used to joke my specialty was edible. Michael ate 2 plates, said best meal he'd had in months, got a job. Estate manager, construction supply company, $42,000 a year. That's good. Dad, can I ask something? Go ahead. Where'd you get money for this house? Your mother left me things more than expected. Used it to give you second chance. How much? Enough. Right now, focus on your job, proving you can stand alone. When you've done that, we'll talk about the rest. October, sold the Maple Avenue house. Donated proceeds to St. Vincent's Hospital Nursing Scholarship, $920,000, 20 students through 4-year programs. Michael found out from newspaper, Dad, you gave away nearly $1 million. Patricia spent 20 years teaching. This would have made her proud. He stared at me different after that, like he was seeing someone new. November, finally moved into the penthouse. Still kept motel room through December, just in case. Hired decorator named Margaret who listened when I said simple, comfortable, nothing flashy. Filled the space with worn leather furniture, bookshelves, Patricia's quilts. Made it feel like home, not museum. Thanksgiving dinner at Willow Street. Turkey, potatoes, green beans. Michael brought wine, flowers for Patricia's photo on mantle. Said grace first time since childhood. Thank you for this food, this home, second chances we don't deserve. Amen. December 15th, 6 months after Michael moved to Willow Street, invited him to penthouse. Get dressed nice. Meet me 785 Park Avenue, 2 p.m., showed up in funeral suit, pressed clean. Doorman let him up without question. Elevator opened into apartment. Dad, whose place is this? Mine? Handed him envelope. Patricia's 1985 letter, estate summary, house key. Read in silence, hands shaking when finished. 28 million. You had this whole time needed to see who you'd become without money, without Catherine, without me bailing you out. I don't know what to say. Don't have to say anything. Just keep showing up. Keep being honest. Keep proving you're worth the second chance. Held up the key. Willow Street house yours? Legally, completely, no strings. He took the key, stared at it. What about the rest? Rest is mine for now, maybe forever. Haven't decided. But you don't need it, Michael. You never did. Just needed to believe in yourself. He crossed the room, hugged me. Real hug. Kind he used to give when he was small and scared. I love you, Dad. Love you too. Stood there looking out at the city. Sun setting gold across buildings, Central Park stretching below. What happens now? Thought about Patricia's letters, about the life she wanted for us, about the life I was finally building. Now we figure it out together. That was 2 years ago. Michael's still at Willow Street, still working, still clean. Promoted to manager last month, dating a teacher named Sarah who reminds me of Patricia, good woman. Catherine tried coming back once. Showed up at Michael's door last spring, crying, claiming she'd changed. He listened for 5 minutes, then closed the door. Texted me after. Thanks for teaching me what dignity looks like. Stephen calls occasionally. Always needs money. I send him $500 every few months. Not because I owe him anything, but because blood is blood. The penthouse feels like home now. Patricia's photos everywhere, her favorite books on shelves. Sometimes I sit by the window and imagine showing her the view, telling her about Michael's recovery, about the scholarship kids whose tuition we paid. I think she'd be proud. Here's what I learned. People will underestimate you your whole life if you let them. They'll see your age, your work clothes, your quiet nature, and assume you're finished, that you'll take whatever scraps they throw. But here's what they don't understand. Every man over 50 has earned something valuable. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's wisdom, patience, the ability to see through people's lies. Maybe it's just knowing who you are and what you stand for. Don't let anyone, especially family, treat you like you're disposable. You built something in this life. You earned your place at the table. When someone tries to kick you out of your own house, literally or figuratively, remember that you've got more fight left than they think. And if you're patient enough, smart enough, if you keep your dignity intact while they show their true colors, justice has a way of finding its balance. Sometimes it just takes the right key to unlock what was yours all along. Stand your ground. The people who matter will respect you for it. The ones who don't, well, they'll learn soon enough what happens when you underestimate a man who's been building things longer than they've been alive.